I almost lost track of the time. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Yay, my little pen is working. Oh my goodness. All new stuff tonight, so I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm nervous. I'm hoping it works out. I did do a little prep work, but I'm going to take a minute and explain what I did. Okay. I've got some splaining to do. I actually was called Lucy last night. I was told that I'm Joe's Lucy because I'm always in trouble with stuff, whether it's my computer, whether I'm out shopping, I'm in trouble. I'm Joe's Lucy. So we have Ricky and Lucy, or Joe and Lucy, Ricardo. I'm always in trouble. Always, always. I need to mute my TV because I can hear myself. I'm always in trouble. Okay. So we are switching up some times. Hi, Bethwyn. We are switching up. You just got your mouse to work again. Girl, if you only knew my technical issues lately. Still having them too. I'm trying to figure it out. But I have a Mac and I'm a PC girl. So I really was trying to figure it out yesterday with a friend. She's the one that called me. Lucy. Okay. So my prep work. Okay. I'm going to make myself little. And my little chain's turning around here. Make a wish, make a wish. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I did and what I used to get as far as I am. First, you're going to see, what did I do? There we go. You're going to see my down table. You're going to see I've been working a little bit on a Would You Bend Mermaid. And I forgot to put my Would You Bend affiliate link in the comments, or in my description, not my comments, but my description. So if you go to my link tree, it's in there because I'm an affiliate. So this is what I have as prep work. Oh my goodness. My mermaid's going here, so it doesn't matter how messy I've gotten this with my hands, but I am probably going to clean that up a little. So I used a digital Deco Designs paper on rice paper in the back. Okay. This is my backdrop. And this is just a plastic vase that I don't recall where I got it. Probably Michael's. When I go for vases, I go to Michael's, okay? My Would You Bend Mermaid is going to fit on here like this, okay? You can see I've already been working. Actually, my daughter helped me a little bit. I did her lipstick. She did her eyes and eyebrows. And she thinks she looks scary, but I think she looks just maybe a little worried. But that was the best we could do. You have a Mac too? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I used to have a laptop, and my daughter had it to use for school. I gave it to her, and she still has it, which is fine because I don't do laptops that much. But I had an extra mouse because she likes the pad. I didn't like the pad, so I used the mouse. And oh, it is. Okay, well, when you do that, I will pin it. Oh, no wonder why there was a change in times. Okay, I didn't know. All right, so, what I used on the back of this is not Mod Podge.
Hi, Tanya.
Oh, Tanya hopped on. Hi, Tanya. What I used instead is this product right here from Pent Art, all one word, and it's decoupage, can't read it upside down, varnish and glue. And it's for ceramic, but it dries clear. And I watched a lady use it on a vase, so I got some. I got this lady's last bottle on Etsy because I believe it's made in Europe. Not 100% sure. I'm going to take my lighter real quick and get some of these little flyaways off as I tell you what I did to So I'm just taking the lighter to the rope, hopefully, nothing else, and burning off some of the extra little flyaway thingies that you sometimes get. Okay, I'm stopping. I don't want to start a fire. So then, I'm Lucy. So I put a layer of this medium right here, okay? And then I took my Digital Deco Designs message in a bottle paper that I printed at home. I downloaded it and printed it on rice paper that I also ordered from Digital Deco Designs. And I just laid it flat on this side, okay? And what I like about this particular medium is how it looks like it's on the back, but this is the back side, because when I painted a layer over the top of this, it really gave it this more of an opaque, I don't know if that's the right word. I'm trying to think of the right word, look on here. And you can see that this is the front side. I don't know how well you can see inside of there, but you can tell that it's the front side because it's a little darker, but it also just looks like a faded design on the back side. And then all I did was I took some of my nautical rope right here that I think I got on Amazon, and I can't see around my little pole. Hi, Favi. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Hello, hello. Look at the lips. I know I did the lips. Don't laugh at my lips.
On the mermaid.
On the mermaid, I know. They're my lips. I painted them. So I took the nautical rope and I started it in the back on the bottom, wrapped it around twice, and then just it's hot glued on there. Okay. So my plan is, if I finish on this live, my plan is to fill this with this clear glue. Now, most people would probably use epoxy, but I'm not using epoxy because I didn't want to spend $100 on how much I needed to fill that vase. Also in the vase, I'm going to put these little messages in a bottle. So these are Dollar Tree bottles, and I just took some copy paper off my printer, and I put a message on one that says, Jesus loves you. And then the other two are blank. I didn't think of it until the last one. So, and I did glue the cork back into the top so that when I put it in the vase, in the glue, it doesn't try to come off. I also, as you can see, Mod Podged some diamond dust onto some shells, also from the Dollar Tree. And I also have these smaller shells from the Dollar Tree that come in these little jars down the aisle where the candles are. You can pick these up at the Dollar Tree as well, all 3 different ones. And then I took 2 smaller shells and I Mod Podged some diamond dust on them. And they're going, you know where, on her little breast area. Because I'm going to show you something in a moment. Hopefully it's okay to do. Then I have a little teeny tiny conch shell, I think they're called, that I put a little bit of diamond dust on. And after I paint her, I'm going to put that in her hair. Okay. So and I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of Dollar Tree sand on her because it's like she's out of the water on the beach and she might get a little sandy on the beach. And what else? Oh, I'm also going to try to put some little pebbles and rocks in the bottom to start off. So let me take a second here. Oh, did she say she wants to go? Thanks so much. I'm so sad about it too. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Lipstick red. Yeah, well, okay. So let me show you this mermaid up a little bit closer. Okay. And I've already started to bend her. She was completely flat. Okay. You see what I'm talking about with the girl? Now I could leave her just like that and just paint her little bathing suit, and you'll still see she looks a little cold. Let me just say she looks cold, okay? If you follow. But I did the red lipstick because I'm thinking she's kind of young, and she kind of got her little fin area starting a little low over here. She's got her whole hip sticking out and everything. So I thought, I might even at some point take some pearls and put them in for earrings. And I might give her a little pearl waistlet. Like so. We'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. So, she's cold. Yeah. Well, I don't want to, I don't know what's okay to say on here. So, yes, she is. Better so than me. But, yeah, she's definitely anatomically correct here. And she's feeling a little cold out of water. So, I thought I'd just put some little shells like we typically see mermaids on kind of over the bathing suit look, and it can be part of it. But yeah, my daughter did her little eyebrows, and she kind of looks worried, but I can't do them because my hands are too shaky. So it's a little nippy tonight. Bethwyn, you nailed it as usual. Yes. I can't. Yes, that's what we say. Yes. Okay. Moving right along. Oh my gosh. So she is going to go on here, and we're actually going to do that first, but I wanted to tell you how I got this flesh look. So I watched a YouTube video because I was like, okay, the mermaid is going to be kind of pale, right? But then I was like, I don't know, maybe she's been out sunbathing, whatever. I'm just going to go with my skin tone, right? Because it's easier to match live and in person. So I watched a video that said mix blue, red, and yellow, and then add white, and well, mix those three until the three primary colors until you get until a 3-hour nap. That sounds nice. Anything is okay as long right. So I mixed the three primary colors, and it gives you like a muddy brown color, kind of like what you see on the plate right there. And then you're supposed to add white until it gets light enough, and then add yellow back in until you get the hint that you want. But I had this warm buff by Apple Barrel, so I said, well, if she's mixing three colors and getting to this, then I'm just going to start with this. So I started with this, and then ever so slowly added red and yellow only until I got this color right here. So I wanted to get that out there and said. Now the reason why I haven't painted her arms or her tail yet and I only did her face, her chest, and her belly area, because that part doesn't need to bend. That part is going to lay flat on the base. The part that needs to bend, I've got diamond dust in her hair, is looks like a water droplet, her arms and her tail. And I've already started that process, but it's not complete yet. So I'm going to show you how that's done, okay? I'm going to make myself bigger for a second so you're not looking at all that mess. And all you do to bend this wood, make sure your hand's out of the way, and you put your heat gun on high, okay? And then you just hold it close, but not like right on top of it, and heat up the area that you want to bend. How do you know when it's ready? You don't. You just kind of, what I learned today is that you have to, it's a good solid minute at least, right? And then you put your heat gun down out of the way so you don't burn your arm or anything like that on it. And I'm going to get the front side too, keeping my hand out of the way. So just making sure to get that area that has to bend. If it's something that's smaller, like they have trims and things like that, You can, hi Charlene, you can, I don't know why I keep trying to look around my camera pole here. It's up on my TV. Oh. Today was especially hard probably because we had a bunch of time changes. So we're earlier, but then I went later because Favi's not feeling well. So, and I thought Tammy was after me, but she's not. Or I thought Favi was after me, but Tammy is. So, all right. So this is a good solid minute, right? So I'm gonna take my vase and I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna move her tail. Do you see it move? Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't see it. Now you do. Okay, so you can see right here. Let me move this over here. So let me show you. You can see her tail moving. So because I heated it, it got soft. Now this is the part that you have to have patience for. So her arms do need to go down just a little bit more. But first, I want this to cool off in the position that I want it in. So I have to hold it here until I can kind of feel that heat. And it's not heat like it'll burn you when you touch it. It's just warm feeling. So as soon as you feel that heat dissipate and it feels cool again, I didn't heat this part because it was already bent to where I needed it. So this is the part that I'm making sure to just kind of press down. I'm probably going to move her down to the rope a little bit, or maybe not. That's about where I want her. It's okay if her arm goes up a little bit. And I'm going to use Titebond Quick and Thick to put her on here. It dries clear, and it's a multi-surface glue. I already checked. It should work on this and the wood. It should hold them together, and it's fast acting. So yes, thank you, Bethwyn. So once her tail starts to cool, this is a lot of waiting, this part. No, it's okay. Thank you. I was about to say before, I may put some pebbles kind of under her tail and on top of the rope all the way around to make it look like she's resting on rocks or something. And the only thing that is not perfect about the design in the back is that the sand is down low and the water is, maybe I can consider that sky in the background and not water, although you would think the sand would lead to the water. Maybe it's more of a parallel look, because when I fill this with water, that's going to kind of be the water behind her, or glue, I mean. So now just click on the video. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bethwyn. Okay, so next I'm going to do her little arms. And then we're going to paint her after we get her glued on. But I didn't want to paint her first because this is my first time using the wood you bend, and I wasn't sure if I painted the parts that were going to bend first and then tried to bend them if the paint would crack. So I wanted to paint it second or after that so that I could make sure. Okay, I'm thinking we're good on this. Yep, we're looking good. Now I'm gonna bend her arms just a little bit more, and then we're gonna hold it up so you can see. I don't want to put it over my paint because it'll dry my paint, and I need more of that for her arms. I'm gonna glue her on real quick. I don't know what I'd do if one of her arms broke off. I'd be sad, but I think we could still somehow glue it and get it to work. I'm trying to think ahead in case something happens. Isn't she pretty? I'm digging her hair. Her cute little waistline and all that. Okay, let's see what we got here now. I'm going to put this down so that it's down right. And then I'm going to just, you see her, oh, her arms are kind of bending off a little. But not completely, so I'm not gonna sweat it just yet. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and just glue her down now. Since her arms are warm. So I want to go mostly towards the center so it doesn't ooze out, but I want to make sure that I'm getting enough on here and I can wipe it up as well.
I was going to make it funny, but I said no. I was going to say the reason why she has such a good shape is because she's on a fresh seafood diet.
Did you hear what he said, y'all? Did you hear what he said? Oh my gosh. He said her body is so nice because she's on a fresh seafood diet. Lord help us. I can fill in those little cracks on her arms with a tiny bit of glue and then paint right over it and you won't even know.
What happened?
Her arms, like up at the wrists, kind of broke a little.
That'll be okay.
So I want to make sure she's secure, and I can take a Q-tip later with some alcohol and get this extra glue off. Actually, Joseph, can you just grab me a Q-tip real quick out of the bathroom, because I don't know where mine are over here. I have them somewhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, she's on there pretty good already, so I definitely want to get this off. Where's my stay? Where's my Q-tips? They're right over here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I just saw them. Did you grab me more than one? Yes. God bless. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to grab a Q-tip. Every now and again, he comes up with a good one. I'm not worried about it getting on her because I'm going to paint her. Oops. Whoa, there's a bunch over here. Okay.
You should have spread it with a paintbrush on top of that before you put it on. That way it was all over the place.
It's all right.
So I just smeared it a whole bunch on it.
It's all right. I got it. It's all right. So this is just a Clorox wipe right here that I'm getting it off with. Okay. Before it dries completely. I'm going to grab a paper towel. You're right, though. I should have used a paintbrush. I was kind of nervous about her losing her bend, I guess. So I'm going to take this wipe over this Q-tip, And just kind of wash that off. Like so. Grab the paper towel before it dries. And again, I can come in here because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get paint on here a little later and get this off better. Can you grab me a few more, babe? I have alcohol right here. Whoa! I have alcohol right here, but where'd he go? He went to get me more already? All right. Let me see if this works. Oh yeah, this works a whole lot better. Whole lot better. If I can get her to stay. Need something to put this in. I guess the cap. Please don't roll. All right. Put some in the cap. I don't want to pull too many loosies tonight. Did you get me more?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you went to get me more. Yeah, just a few.
Oh, Charlene said, where did you get the mermaid again?
The Mermaid is Would You Bend. And I have a link on my link tree. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm using a dirty one, that's why it's smudging. Until he gets me some clean ones. And then we're good. Thanks. Whenever you work with glass, there's always that risk of smudging and smearing and wanting to make it look right, you know. Okay, I think we're pretty good on this.
30 minutes.
Really? Oh my goodness. You know, I almost asked if I could go for 2 hours and do a little early, but I didn't for whatever reason because I knew this was going to take a minute. So, do you want me to pour the inside, fill the inside, or paint her? Because either way, I'm not going to finish, but I can definitely take a picture and post the end results. I'm going to take my hot...
You should fill it.
You think I should fill it?
Yeah, and that way...
Guys? So I'm going to take this little... it's got just a little metal ball on the end, and I'm going to put some hot glue over here on my table, on my cardboard, and I'm just going to fill in that little area where it looked like it was cracking. And when I paint over that, it'll be fine. I just want something to make sure that it's going to hold.
Favi said paint her plates.
Paint her. Okay. It's drying. It's drying too quick. Maybe I should put some Type Bond in there. Okay. All right. Let's paint her. Let's get a clean plate. And let me show you.
Bethlehem said paint her, then keep filming the rest so we can issue an extra video later.
Gotcha.
if you fill it, then you can't turn it around.
Yeah, that you're right. Until it dries, and it's going to take a long time to dry. That's not the blue that I wanted. Ignore that. Joseph, would you open this for me real quick? Please. Thank you. So I'm getting this purple color shift by Folk Art, and green color shift. Let me give you the exact color. Green Flash and Violet Flash. So green and violet flash. Yeah, it's not easy, is it? That would take me forever. All right, and I'm going to do her tail. Okay, that part is full. I need something to hold her still. Hold still. This is stopping her on this side. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of this tight bond in that crack and let it dry. Don't want to use my brush. What happened to that little thing?
There you go.
Okay, I already did over there, but over here, not so much. There. So I'm just putting it in that crack on her wrist, and then we're going to paint right over that. There we go. Okay. In the water you go. All right.
Just click a shaking. I already should.
Okay, thank you. This is Blue Flash. Okay. Blue Flash by Folk Art. And I'm going to, hold on one second. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take the purple on one part of my brush, like that. And I'm going to take the blue on the other part of my brush, like that. And I want the purple on the outside and the blue on the inside. So when I come over here and start at her waist, I'm going to leave some of that brown underneath. So I'm just doing a simple stroke like that. I'm going to use the other side of my brush the same way. I'm going to do the blue on that one side and the purple on the other side. And I'm going to come around to this side of her and do the same thing. So I'm getting, actually I did it opposite. That's okay. It's okay. Mistakes are okay. I need to move this because she's going to roll into it. So I'm going to do that again. This time I'm going to take a different brush because I'm going to go down the middle and I want the middle to mostly be blue. So I'm going to get a flat edge brush. I'm going to dip into my blue. And I'm just going to go down her scales like that. Just like that. All the way around. And in the center with the side of my brush. Like so. Okay. I need more. More blue. Now for the purple, I'll come back over to the side. I'm going to do all purple. Who's he growling at? You can see I'm getting some on the glass. That's okay. It'll come off with alcohol. They're growling at each other playing? Really? And I'm going to kind of blend that over the blue just a little bit on the edge there, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on the inside here. Again, I'm not super worried about it getting on the glass because I can take that off with alcohol. I can also take it off with a razor, but this is kind of rounded, so just kind of blend in those colors together as I come to the edge of the blue.
Favi says she loves it. It's stunning with her tail.
Thank you. Does this remind you of summertime? Beach, beach, beach. Just kind of blending a little, getting a little bit of purple in there. And now, just a little bit here and there. I'm going to go across the top with the purple brush, like so, all the way across the side. Okay. Hold still. Hold still for me. Making sure there's not a lot of clumps or anything anywhere. Okay, and make my window just a tad smaller over here so I can see what you're seeing. Okay, so there we have her tail so far. I'm going the wrong way to show you. Okay, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of the green. So I'm going to put my brush down. I'm going to grab another, a little bit smaller one this time. I'm going to go into the green. And I'm just going to touch a few scales here and there to kind of just give it a little bit of like of a mossy kind of effect with this this particular color though. Okay, these are all folk art and they're the color shift paints. Now, while that dries, excuse my sniffles, I am going to take the blue. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. That's okay. I wanted to use a smaller, teeny tiny brush because these little strips right here are they're gonna get me if I don't. I'm going to go bigger on the brush. I just want to get the straps. Okay. So you just want to make them pop. Come back in. Now the color shift, actually the blue is like it's got purple in it. Okay. Now for the bigger brush. Slightly bigger, not that one. Okay.
Hey, hi, Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
20 minutes left to Design&Vine.
Okay.
Seaweedy. With the little green in it.
Yeah, seaweed. There you go. Yeah, there's no moss in the ocean, right? It's called something else. Come on, Michelle, you're neater than that. I have to glance up at myself and make sure my hat isn't getting in the way here. Now these colors probably would have been more vibrant if I painted her all white first and then went in with the skin tone. But I kind of felt like I wanted the wood tone behind it because she's a mermaid and I kind of didn't want it to look too vibrant. I want her to blend in with the pastels kind of the background. All right, I'm not gonna fuss too much with the top part because okay, put that in the blue. Let me grab my little brush again and I'm gonna go into my flesh and fix that part that I just messed up a little bit. Okay. Now we'll dry. Okay, now I'm gonna dry her just a little bit, okay? And then I'm gonna actually, you know what? Let me just do her arms and dry it all at the same time. Arms, I need arms. And then her hair, if I have time. So this is the flesh. And it's okay if I get a little bit on her hair area because I can paint over it with her hair is going to be brown. So we're going to paint her arms. And try to fill in that area up here where it looks a little cracked. What did everyone have for dinner tonight? Joe Borelli had seafood. He was inspired by my mermaid.
I think Shell's going to make her a brunette.
I am. All right. Let's do her other arm. I was going to do red because my son wanted me to, but then I thought, wow, red hair, I don't know how to make that color even. I could have Googled it, but I ran out of time. And anyway, I told him, Ariel has red hair. She doesn't have to have red hair. You know, I think he's thinking of the Little Mermaid.
Well, I guess that's the only mermaid he knows.
It's the only mermaid he knows. He said, because I don't know any real ones, Mom. Really? Why not?
That one says she's not eating dinner. It's only 9:45 where she's at.
Oh.
So she's still in breakfast mode.
You're still in breakfast mode, girlfriend. Yes, indeed.
We have breakfast sometimes for dinner here at that one.
Yeah, do you ever do that? Do you ever have breakfast for dinner, guys? Or is that a USA thing? Or is it an up north thing? I'm originally from up north, even though I live in North Carolina now.
That one says she's going to have broccoli, mushroom, and leek pie.
Ooh, that sounds delish.
Sounds like a vegetarian pie.
Yeah.
My daughter Sarah would love that.
Yeah, man.
Hey Jay, watch Splash.
He said coming. He thought you called him. Yeah, she's blonde, right? So that's what we have so far, and I'm going to go ahead and paint her hair since you guys are interested in seeing what her hair is going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and put my brushes in the water. So I've got room on my plate. Excuse you. All right. Let me grab a different kind of brush here. I definitely want a shorter. Let's try this one. So I'm going to put my brush in the paint and roll it a little to get kind of a tip on the end. And I'm going to try to go. First, her hair comes down here. Nope, not using that brush. It's got a hair sticking out, and I don't have time for that. All right. Let's get this one in the paint. I'm going to turn her your direction for a minute. She's got a little bit of hair down here. Little curl, twisty curl there. It kind of comes over here a little bit. So there's little bends, and that's what I'm following. And I'm going dark, but I can come in and put a few highlights here and there as well.
Got 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Especially in the front here, where all these little lines are. That'll be a good place to put some highlights, right? Because we all know mermaids have salons. So they go get them some sun-kissed highlights on the beach. I did give her green eyes. I don't know if you can see that. Well, Tia did. My daughter did. her face right there, but all of that is fixable because I've got to get in this little nook to make it look realistic. And I can go back in there with a skinny brush and fix that later. After the brown dries, okay?
Said 10 minutes, but she hasn't seen Tammy, so she's worried.
Ruh-roh. Tammy, are you out there?
And then Favi said, don't worry, she's probably in the washroom.
Yep, I'm gonna have to come over here and fix it a little. That's okay. So her arm, her wrist area over here, just kind of get her buries her hand. But I do need to touch that up a little bit. Okay. You're getting the general idea. I'm going to dry it. She's got a little bit of a sideburn, but I'm going to fix that. And she's got some bangs I didn't intend either, but I'm going to fix all that. Oh, let me see something real quick. Oh no, I threw my brush into the blue paint. Let me wash it real quick. Okay. I actually think the best highlights will be done if they're blended in a little bit. So I'm going to do that too. And I'm using burnt umber for her hair and cocoa for the highlights. Tip that off. I'm gonna tap, 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 and then just brush in some little highlights. If you mess it up, you can go back. So let me just hold that up and show you how I did some highlights on her hair. She could probably use a few more right in here, a little bit.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Has Tammy talked to anyone yet?
Yeah, Tammy has talked to Favi.
Okay.
Favi said your mermaid's a catch.
Ha ha ha. You're so cute. You're so cute. Girl, I love you. I love that. She's a catch, huh? She's a catch. Under the sea, under the sea. Thank you, Tanya. She's not feeling well, Robin. I got a lot of fixies to do over here by the tail, but that's okay. It's okay. I can see a few spots I need to fix. I didn't go down with the brown enough over here. And then I'm going to rinse my brush. So make sure you hop over and join Tammy with Crafty Peep on the Crafty Creators Community. And I need my flesh color. I'm going to fix her face. I need a thinner brush. I think that's the problem I'm having here, but it's okay. A little bit of brown on there, so I'm just gonna dab that off. And then just pull it out little by little to make sure that you're not leaving a blob. So when 8 o'clock, 2 more minutes, when 8 o'clock hits, please head on over to Crafty Peep and make sure you watch what she's had a busy day. Watch what she has planned. I'm noticing I need a little more highlights going on here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I don't like the way that came out, so I'm just going to kind of blend that in a little bit with some brown. I'm going to take my glue gun real quick and I'm going to add a shell to her so you can see what that's going to look like. I'm going to hold her still. I'm going to fill my little shell with hot glue and we're going to place that right on top of her suit, like so. Same thing with this one.
She's not cold anymore.
She's not cold anymore. Y'all, she's not cold anymore.
Said the mermaid is beautiful.
Thank you. Right here, little spot.
Shells upside down?
No, that's kind of the way I wanted them to go. I'm going to put a little conch shell in her hair, right there. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put some pebbles and I'm going to fill her up and I'm going to keep recording so you can come back and watch the second video that I do. Head on over and watch Tammy, everyone. Thank you for watching me, okay? Maybe not, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yes, cozy cups. And I'm going to sprinkle some sand on her and touch up the little areas with the skin tone that I need to touch up and then clean the glass off. And then add everything on the inside and take pictures. So I'm going to end this live. Head on over and watch Tammy with Crafty Peep on the Crafty Creators Community. And I will end this and start another, just a a recording so that I can add the second video. So you won't see me live. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you liked what we did so far. Have a good night. You the best.